everybody.
What's good, players? No, I'm kidding. Hi, everybody.
Everything is good. Today's just a good day because I determined it to be.
I was gonna say, where are you going with that?
I've decided it was going to be a good day.
All right, cool. I
Yeah,
like it.
I decided that everyone needed it to be a good day, so therefore I declared it a good day.
Works for me. Sounds good.
How
Hi,
about you?
everybody. Welcome back to Shockingly Delightful. I'm good, thank you. I am Krista Barone with Wicked Wisdom Consulting. Who are you, Michelle?
I am Michelle with Moksha Grace Coaching, and yeah, I'm happy to be here today.
Right on. Well, if you are tuning in, as you saw in the description, this is going to be an interactive episode a little bit. We are sort of building on from last week, but also completely different. Today, we're going to be talking about different movies and maybe TV shows and the characters that we think each other are and then who we think we are. And I did hint in the description that there's a little bit more to this than just picking characters and it being a fun little game. So we will tap into that. But as we're going through the movies and or TV shows, definitely in the comments, comment and let us know if you think we're someone different than we think we are or who you are. We'd love to hear who you think you are.
Absolutely.
In the captions, in the comments, and just join along in the conversation.
All right. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. I guess let's you put a list together which really encompassed the movies that I would have selected. So let's just run through your list. Let's get started.
Really? You didn't pick any different movies?
I hadn't really gotten to the point of picking movies yet, and then when you said your list, I was like, I mean, that's pretty good. I might come up with ones on the spot, but
I just thought of another one. Hold on.
okay. Cool. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, we are going to be talking about movies and the different characters and tapping into what exactly that means beyond just picking who we think we are. So go ahead, Michelle, kick us off. What movie are we starting with?
Let's start with Grease, because, that's probably the older one on my list.
I think that's the oldest one on your list. All right. I got to kind of tap into my Grease movies. Why don't you start with telling us who you think you are from the movie Grease, and I'll think about who I am.
Well, I think it depends on the day. So I think I fluctuate between Sandy, of course, and both versions of her. Rizzo, definitely. That was High School Michelle. And I got to throw Frenchie in there.
I was going to say, if you don't say Frenchie, we're going to have a problem.
Yeah, I have to throw Frenchie in there.
I actually think Frenchie is the dominant one. And then you have essences of Sandy and Rizzo.
Okay, I can take that.
Yeah. I'm not sure who I am from Grease. Who do you think I am from Grease? I definitely think I'd probably have some Rizzo.
Yeah.
And probably some Sandy. Just, Yeah.
I'm also going to say that we don't have to stick
to the girls. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see that there's probably a hint of Danny.
Really?
Yeah. Well, and oh God.
I would think more, if anything, like, I hate to say Kaneki just because his character is kind of a slime ball, but I'm thinking the men have more strength, obviously, in that movie, other than Rizzo. But Danny has such a, poser boy, trying to
that's true.
not fitting in with the crowd that I don't resonate with at all.
Yeah.
And if you're catching on to the hints here, this goes beyond character and into personality traits and becomes a very fun way to learn about yourself and how other people see you versus how you see yourself.
Yes. And I never saw Kaneki as being slimy.
I mean, I guess actually not, because when it comes down to it, he makes the right choices.
Always.
He's kind of aloof with Rizzo, though. at certain points and like gets a little slimy in that respect. But
Yeah.
out of his character, you know, he steps in, or well, I guess Danny steps in for him. Grease is a tricky one because you have all the characters. I feel like that's a tricky one to do.
Okay. All right. So let's move to one I know is well, I a couple of these are your favorites. Let's jump into Jurassic Park. You go first this time.
You want me to say who I am or who you are?
No, who you are.
I think I'm the lead Velociraptor. Okay. LOL JK.
That's awesome.
I'm probably Dr. Grant, if I'm being honest. I know my truth.
That's a hint for another one.
Yeah, right. Another movie. I would definitely say
I'm going to be very curious about this one because I think I went a bit different than what you'd think.
You're a mix between Malcolm and Ellie.
Interesting, because I did have Ian there, or Malcolm.
Yeah.
I did have Malcolm.
Well, Ian Malcolm, so Ian. Yeah, you got it right.
Ellie, definitely.
Yeah.
And why? Why am I Ellie? Determined.
Yeah.
Independent.
Protective.
I'm going to jump out of the car and go help an animal.
Yep. Or just shiny object syndrome. I'm going to jump out of the car. Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact how she was also flirting with Malcolm because, you know, just getting into a conversation and then like not realizing that there was a flirting thing going on until like after, and you're like, what?
But all right, go ahead.
But the other one that I think John Hammond in a way.
In what respect?
Having a vision, seeing how it can come together, and then going balls to the wall and not thinking about all of the other things.
Correct. Yes. Nailed it. Yep. I see that now. See? I was so focused on his sort of irresponsibility that I didn't see that part of it. But yeah, you're right.
From his flea circus.
Yeah.
To, you know, just having this like vision and the dreamer, right? Yeah. That he was but he was a visionary because there's a difference between a dreamer and a visionary. A dreamer just dreams about it and never does anything. He actually went from his vision and created it.
Yeah.
He just didn't think if he should.
Yeah.
Haha. Shout out to the movie.
And if you're watching, let us know who do you feel like you are in Jurassic Park. And I didn't really expand.
Or Grease as well.
Or Grease. Those are the two we've covered so far. And I think for me, because I didn't really go into why Dr. Grant. I think for Dr. Grant, he's very structured. He's very knowledgeable. He's cautious, but steps into handling business when it's necessary. If we look at Jurassic Park 3, he tries to tell everyone what's up. They ignore him, and then he's right. I'm not going to say if that happens a lot, but it happens a lot. At least, yeah, right on. Good choice, Katie.
Yes, absolutely, Katie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe I have a little bit of Ellie in the tenacity that she has, and you know, and I think her and Dr. Grant share similar characteristics, which is why they get along so well in the movies. And even looking at Jurassic Park 3, they stay close, even though they aren't romantically linked anymore. So I think that's I would agree with. I think it's interesting that we both are in agreement with each other so far. I'm looking forward to having a disagreement on one of these.
Okay, here we go. Lord of the Rings.
All right, so we have talked about this before, and we do have some disagreements here.
But I came up with something last night that hit me in the head, and I went, Holy shit.
Well, go ahead. Do explain. And anyone watching, let us know. Who are you? Oh, okay. From the Jurassic World series. Right on.
Okay.
Okay, right on.
Claire 0%.
Well, I think, actually, Katie, we are not as familiar, at least I'm not as familiar with Jurassic World. Are you saying, is Claire, well, so Bryce Dallas Howard is the actress. Does she play Claire? You're saying you're not her at all? Let us know in the comments. Why don't you start with The Lord of the Rings since you had a big revelation about this?
Well, wait, just one more funny thing about Jurassic Park. I think it was 3.
I agree with you, Katie.
Oh, she's the worst. I'm just going to say I'm Jimmy Buffett in 3.
Oh my God. No, that's not 3. That's Jurassic World.
Okay, whichever one. I'm Jimmy Buffett. Okay. Anyway, okay, Lord of the Rings. I'm Frodo.
Okay, I thought you were going to say something else, and I was going to be like, don't even start with me.
No, I totally thought of that. I'm Frodo. I'm the one where everybody's arguing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Give it to me. I got this. I'm going to go do it. And I just do it. I may get distracted a little bit, but I do it. But I take it on because if everyone else is going to fight over it or someone else might get hurt, I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to be Frodo.
Yeah, and you do have a little bit of the recklessness that he has too, where he like gets on, he's at Minas Tirith, and he stands on the ledge right with the Nazgul right in front of him, and he's like getting ready to put the ring on, and everyone's like, "What are you doing, bro?"
Right.
I can see that.
And using the ring when he needs to go invisible.
Okay, do not do that hand gesture on camera, please. Anyway, I can see that, and I think you also though. I could see a little bit of. I could see some Samwise Gamgee in there, for you.
Yeah, because I like to take care of everyone, make sure everybody happy.
Yeah, you take care of the people that you love. I could definitely see that. Even definitely Rosie Cotton too, the barmaid.
Well, and I mean, we did talk about it because I can never say her name.
Oh my God, there's 2 separate names.
Not Arwen.
No, stop. There's Arwen, who is Aragorn's love interest, and then there's Eowyn, which is the Rohirrim or Rohan.
So I'm Eowyn, according to my family.
Yeah, you're definitely more Eowyn than Arwen in ways. Okay, who do you think I am?
Oh, Aragorn.
Really? I was going to say Gandalf.
Well, I mean, okay, yes, Gandalf.
Gandalf is like,
wait a minute, why am I not Gandalf? Hello?
No, so listen. I
didn't even think about Gandalf. Shit.
No, here's the thing. I was thinking about this last night, actually, because either you were going to pick this or I was going to pick this movie. Okay, trilogy, really. Gandalf can see the best in others.
Yes.
He does things that others may not agree with, but pushes them a little bit, nudges them into their true purpose.
Yes.
He guides people with a knowing beyond, even what they think that they have. People often underestimate him, and he, knocks it out of the park. He can be very blunt and honest. Even, like when at the Council of Elrond, where he just is like, you know what? People aren't getting it. I'm gonna talk in the language of Mordor. I don't care that we're in Rivendell right now. I'm gonna do it anyway because these people need to understand what is going on and what the situation really is. So he is not afraid to just, do what he needs to do to get to the best result for everybody.
Okay.
He's not afraid to get into the trenches. They're in Moria, and he just takes on the Balrog and says, all y'all get out of here. This is for me to handle. You guys need to go do your thing. I'll catch you later. And then even as he's in the middle of a fight, he's still handling his stuff. He passes on, but then comes back. Hello, childhood cancer survivor, who actually did. Yeah. I think I've got a strong argument for Gandalf, but I think I do have Aragorn qualities.
Yes, I absolutely think that you do.
Yeah.
You
Very also have Pippin qualities. It just dawned on me.
Oh, yes.
When they're in Moria and he twists a little thing because he can't not touch it, Like his big thing in the movie, Mary even says it to him, you can't not touch it. You can't not do it.
When he
That's
picks up
very
the
much
ball just because he has
Yep.
to look at it.
Right, that's what Mary gets
Yep.
mad at him for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also comes in clutch. Oh,
Yeah.
funny. Oh, someone just told you that the other day.
I know.
He comes in clutch because when Gandalf needs him and tells
Yeah.
him, I need you to go and light this thing, make it happen.
He does it.
He does it.
He made it happen.
He does it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I like it.
I like it. All right. Ready for the next one?
Hit me.
Couples retreat.
Oh, this is easy. Who do you think you are?
I'm a mix between Ronnie and Trudy. I'm definitely between Ronnie and Trudy.
You totally are.
I'm like, woo, let's get my game on. And then I'm like, can we just go to the waterfall? I just want to see the waterfall. Yeah. So, like, I'm totally Ronnie and Trudy mixed.
For those of you that are watching, Couples Retreat, if you haven't seen it, is a phenomenal movie. One of my favorites. Stars Vince Vaughn, Jon Favreau, what's her name, and what's her name, and what's his name, and yeah, so really good movie. And let us know in the comments, who are you from Lord of the Rings, who are you from Couples Retreat, Jurassic Park, and or Grease. Comment, let us know.
Can we put the comments up so that way people can follow along too?
Yeah, let me change the layout that we are on.
All right, so who do you think you are?
From Couples Retreat, I'm definitely Vince Vaughn. Let's not beat around the bush. I mean, well, I'm Vince Vaughn mixed with
Jason Statham with the presentation. Yeah, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Jason!
Yeah. But I'm definitely heavy Vince Vaughn with touches of Jason.
Oh, can I be a little bit of the yoga guy too?
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Now, would you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. Because you are a go-getter, you're innovative, you are
a chop buster.
Yes. You ultimately succeed. Mm-hmm. You also
a little over dramatic at times, like with the shark in situation, but I get over it quickly.
Yes.
The situation, it's usually stupid stuff,
and you know your truth.
I know my truth.
But yeah, I would absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
And of course, just because you are so well organized and prep and make sure that you have all of the facts, and you get, like when you get into research mode, like your research mode. So yeah, absolutely.
Well, now I'm wondering, would I be more Cynthia rather than Jason? Because Jason's flaw is that he can't see past the factual. And I think I've come into a point, or come to a point where I know when to look past, like move past the analytical side of my brain. So maybe I'm more the Cynthia aspect versus the Jason.
I can see that. I can see that you're the marriage of the two of them. You're the bunny.
Oh! It took me a second.
At the end of the movie, they get assigned an animal.
That's great. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. You're more of the bunny than the ass.
Which you're the ass. Together we're the ass.
Yeah, yes, actually. Okay, and we're talking about a donkey, right? We're talking about a mule.
If you don't understand the references, watch the movie. Highly recommend. Very funny.
Okay. Ocean's 11. And I may need some help with this one.
Yeah. All right. So we just watched this the other night.
Yeah. I think you're Danny.
Really? I was going to say Brad Pitt's character. My brain's slipping on his name right now. Rusty. So Rusty, in my mind, one, the demand's always eating. I love food. But two, he is he's just as smart and
Mm-hmm.
able to plan things out like Danny does, but he can be more playful about it. Danny doesn't really. It doesn't seem to me through watching the movies that Danny has as playful of a side as Rusty does. But maybe actually you'd be more Rusty because there is that sort of like looseness to his character that
Mm-hmm.
Danny doesn't have. So maybe I am more Danny and you're more Rusty.
And together we come up with really good plans.
Yeah, actually, I like that. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's more fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think the other characters. I'm running through them in my head right now. So you've got Saul. Saul. I don't think is really a fit here. You got Basher.
Mm-hmm.
You've got what's his
Julia
name?
Roberts, hello.
That's true.
I can be
Which
tested
listen,
sometimes.
she comes in clutch in Ocean's 12 or 13, where they need her to pretend like she's Julia Roberts. So definitely have some of her. You do.
Yes.
I kind of feel like I also have a little bit of the brother characters because they've got that like really goofy, like random,
Mm-hmm.
top busting kind of vibe to them. So I
Yeah.
definitely think so. Maybe Danny and the two brothers, and I'm not. They kind of are the same person, so I can't really say one over the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, what's one of your movies?
Um, who do you think you are from Beetlejuice? That's a really hard one. We don't have to do that.
No, I had actually thought about it and I already know. I'm the wife. The one that dies. What's her name? I
Oh yeah, I don't remember her name. I've only seen the movie once, but yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I definitely think that I'm her. And if I would say you're Winona Ryder. Like you're tapping in and you're feeling the energy. Like I think that we both could be
A few characters.
actually both of those characters.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that. I'm trying to think what other movies do I love. And it's gotta. You know what it is because the movie has to have a robust set of characters. So why don't we do some TV shows? You brought up The Big
Well,
Bang Theory.
wait a minute.
I'm
We
sorry.
didn't do Sex in the City. I'm just saying.
Oh, look at you putting a comment through our streaming platform. All right, you want me to go first? You want to go first?
You go first. Who do you think you are?
I would argue that I'm Samantha Jones
Why?
because she is bluntly honest, knows her truth, is outspoken, kind of the leader of the group, is always there for her friends, when they need her to back them up, she backs them up, but also she tells them when they're being ridiculous.
Yes.
Um, she's just cool.
Yeah.
And she's not, she's into, like the whole premise of the show is them into shopping and all of that, material goods, and like she's into the material good, but it's not her focus. You know what I mean? Like she has
Yeah.
other things that she cares about. She likes nice things,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't dominate her life like it does Carrie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that is the thing about because I was going to say Carrie for me, but that is the thing about Carrie that doesn't do it for
No.
me. Like that,
You are
I'm
not
not.
Carrie.
Yeah.
No, because here's the thing, and it's so funny because I saw there's like a resurgence happening because of this show that they're trying to do that I've heard bad reviews about. But here's the thing with Carrie. I feel like the first time one watches Sex and the City, they're like, oh my God, Carrie's so awesome. The more you watch that show and the older you get, you realize how absolutely painfully annoying and ridiculous she is. She is so stuck in her victimhood and everything.
Yeah.
She's always chasing after somebody. She's always being irresponsible with her money, irresponsible with her actions. I mean, the woman doesn't know responsibility if it slapped her in the face.
All right.
And I'll die on that hill.
Jeez. Okay.
You are Charlotte York.
Okay,
I
I'm
looked at those
Charlotte. I'm
pictures.
Charlotte. I'm Charlotte.
You're very loving to those that you love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you want. You are very much a family woman.
Yeah.
You know, you're able
Very
to,
dedicated and loyal to her husband.
yep.
She adores
Dedicated to her
him.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
Loves the idea of family and marriage and love and romance.
Yeah.
For sure that's you.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
no contest.
Okay. One more, and then we'll move to TVs.
All right.
TV shows. Twister.
Huh. I'm gonna need you to go first while I think of the characters.
I'm Joe.
Is that's the woman?
Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely
I'm definitely Joe. Like, I'm going to stand on the edge of the tornado, and and there may actually be an aspect of me that's what's his name? The other the guy.
Wait, I'm totally. What's the dude's name? Because I'm literally what I'm thinking of right now is the scene where the thing spills over and all the cans come out, and she's like trying to pick it all up, and he's going, "We need to go. Let's go.
Well,
We cannot stay here." That's all. I mean, that's yours and my dynamic all day long.
That's true, because I'm like, no, really, we can do this. We can do this. We can get it. It's fine. Just
last minute tornadoes coming, and you're like, "No, it's perfectly cool." I'm like, can we get out of danger? Which of course is obviously very
out really quick. Can we look out the window and just see what's happening? Yeah.
But
Yes.
they both not thrive, but they both know how to handle chaos. They
Yes.
both have great dedication.
Yes.
They both
Respect the elements.
respect the elements. They respect each other.
Yes.
They are authentic.
Mm-hmm.
They very much care about the ones they love. I mean, even what's his name jumps in the house that's fallen down to get her aunt, who he's not even related to anymore,
And the dog.
and the dog, and they both love animals.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's also hard though because there's really only two main characters.
Well, come on. There's Dusty too.
Which one's him? Is that
He's the one that, like,
Hoffman?
plays loud music, and he wants to goes to Aunt Meg's for the food. We need
Dustin Seymour Hoffman?
substance. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, good character. I just thought of one.
What?
Constantine.
Oh, frick me. Oh my god. Oh, shnikes.
All right, guys, if you're tuning in, we need you to tell us in the comments. Absolutely, Katie, Aunt Meg is a real one, 100%. If you were tuning in, who are you? What character do you think you are from any of these movies or all of them? Grease, Lord of the Rings, Couples Retreat, Ocean's 11, Sex and the City, Twister. I think that's all of them. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Who are you from those movies?
And I will say, Katie, when you really think about it, Katie brings up a good point with Aunt Meg. Aunt Meg figures out how to make a warning system before anybody does, because she had all of those things in her yard, and they warned everyone in her neighborhood. And I just got goosebumps. And that's why she got up out of bed.
Yeah, true.
So Aunt Meg, man, she
is a real one.
She was tuned in. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Constantine.
If you don't know Constantine, phenomenal movie starring Keanu Reeves, and I can't think of the gentleman's name that plays Papa Midnight, and Shia LaBeouf, and I don't know who plays B-Man.
Yes, that is true.
She's intuitive.
Good.
She can read between the lines. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a Stephen King fan too? Okay. Constantine, I'm on my way through training. Oh, geez.
We know our mutual friend is Papa Midnight, so let's rule him out.
Or is he Constantine? I think he's a little of both.
Our dear friend Steve, he is definitely Papa Midnight. Okay, I can see the combination, but he's very much, we're not Papa Midnight, let's be honest. I'm not even going to try to claim that knowledge and know-how and all
no. Well, I mean, so then what do you have? Then we are the twins.
No.
We're the sisters.
Stop. So you have, what's her name? The main girl. You have Constantine. You have Shia LaBeouf's character. You have B-Man. You have
okay, well then
Gwen Stefani's ex-husband. You have Archangel Gabriel.
Oh, that's right.
So there's a few characters that it could be.
I'm Shia LaBeouf.
How do you figure that?
Because I'm an apprentice. I'm Shia LaBeouf.
No, you can't do it based on that. Because then what am I? The tire on the cab? Like, come on, you can't do that. You know what? I'm Constantine, and here's why. He can be very cynical. He can be very dark, but he does the right thing. He helps people. He genuinely cares about people, and he ultimately wants to save everybody, despite maybe having some cynicalness, some darkness, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're definitely, what's her name?
Who?
The girl. I can't think of her name right now.
I can't think of it either.
Not Gabrielle. Not.
No, Gabrielle is. Gabriel is the angel.
No, I know who Gabriel. Isabel Dodson.
Yeah. I can.
Oh, there's Peter Stormare's character, which I don't know if we can say that name on here or not, so let's just not. He goes, another name for him in the movie is Lou.
Oh yeah, Lou. I like Lou. Lou is cool.
I gotta tell you, in the movie, his character, also a real one. He's got his boundaries, he's got his lines, he doesn't appreciate people acting out. You know, there's more to his character than just his name.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I just thought of another movie that popped into my head, and it popped right back out. Oh, Triple X.
That is a Vin Diesel movie, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Well, because Triple X means something else, but Triple X is a Vin Diesel movie from about, I don't know, circa 2001. One of my personal favorites. That just made me think of Riddick, too. One of my other favorites. So Triple X. It's hard because a lot of them are villains.
Well,
but let's look at the character. Let's look at the
characters and yeah. Let's not.
Although I feel like that would sort of be us defending, almost like defending terrorists. So.
All right. Well, we can skip Triple X.
Okay. How about Riddick?
I'm John's.
I was going to say the same thing.
I'm John's. I'm always going to be protecting my kid. I'm always going to think the best. I'm not going to want to ever think that something happened. I'm gonna stick to my word, even when I'm wrong.
I was gonna say the only the one thing that the bugaboo of John's is he gets almost too. Once he's decided something, it's very hard to change his mind, and that's very much you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then when I see clearly, then I'm like, okay, I get it. Yeah. So I'm definitely.
You lead others. You coach them through things.
Yeah, definitely.
Honest with them, even if they don't like it.
Yeah. So who would you be? While I turn the air down.
I feel like it's so cliche if I say Riddick, but Riddick, I just feel like I'm thinking about the movie starts with him basically being injured and he has to come back from that. Hello.
Right.
He's he's strong, has very strong principles. He has very, very clear boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
He does not take anyone's BS, and he is willing to do whatever to protect those that are innocent. But he also does not have any time for people who are putting on false pretenses, false masks. You know, he sniffs out people's BS from a mile away, and
He
that's
has
all the movies, starting in Pitch Black.
right. He has things like planned out
Yeah, he knows.
ahead of time. Like he
Yep.
can
He can.
foresee
I was gonna
issues,
say he can predict and really see and intuitively know what's gonna happen.
which is why you're so good at what you do, Wizard of Ops.
He is a man of his word.
Yep.
If he says this is going to happen this way, it happens that way.
Yep.
Which, I mean, how many times have I said, I'm just telling you right now, this is how this situation is going to work out. Boom, nailed it. It's exactly how it works out.
Yep.
That, again, is why I'm really good at operations and what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. So far, we're not.
I'm really surprised that we're so in agreement. Like, I really want us to disagree on one of these.
Okay. Well, here we go. Big Bang Theory.
I think we're going to agree on this too, though.
Okay.
I think I think that you are a combination of Penny, Leonard, and Howard.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to explain?
I would like you to explain.
Okay.
Penny, I get.
So Penny brings this beautiful femininity, which I think that you just naturally exude. You're very classic. Like, she's very caring for her friends. She's a little bit of a party animal. She
likes football.
She likes football. Okay. She's really dedicated to her passions.
Mm-hmm.
She's also adaptive, though, and able to adapt to different roles as needed.
Mm-hmm.
With Leonard, he's really good at the thing that he's really good at,
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't care what other people think about the thing that he's really good at.
Okay.
I do think there's a little bit of his, like, sort of, I don't want to use the word insecurity because I don't think you're insecure, but there's a little bit of uncertainty in him that I think can come out in you sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I can. And with Howard is very fun and outgoing and comes up with these crazy ideas and, you know, always wants to be doing something fun, and he's a little daring and adventurous and eccentric, and yeah.
And he likes to karaoke.
Sure. They all karaoke in that episode, but yeah.
True. It's funny because I thought like 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I was like, you know, about my mom passing, and I was like,
oh, you're Howard all day with that.
I'm being Howard.
Oh, all day long with that. Mm-hmm.
I'm being Howard. And so like I had to pull myself back because I was like, oh, I'm mentioning it like all the time.
That's another element of Leonard you have a little bit of, the
dynamic. Okay. All right.
Now who were you gonna say that you thought you were?
I mean, I definitely was gonna say Penny. I thought there was an element of Bernadette to a point. Just because she kind of starts off ditzy, but then she starts learning about herself and she like gains confidence and then becomes this like powerhouse.
No. She's got she's too aggressive for you to be a match with her.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Whereas I think
once she,
I'm more of a Bernadette Sheldon combo because I do have that like I don't like the word aggressiveness because I don't think it's the right fit, but I mean maybe harshness is the right word. Like I think Penny is capable of the same sort of strength and has the development arc that you're looking at, but without the harder edge to her that Bernadette has.
I mean, I would just call it a high D. I mean, that explains
As
it.
per the
They're
disassessment
high D.
for anyone who doesn't know, but yeah, I would say I'm more of a Bernadette than you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I would go with a Bernadette Sheldon combo. Sheldon for his. Hi, Oliver. Would you agree with the Sheldon Bernadette combo for me?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like you definitely. I mean, there's a lot. Even watching young Sheldon, like like I can see different parts of you as you were growing up, and like go, oh yeah, that's like little like you just whatever you touch, it's like you can absorb the information
Yeah.
from and figure it all out. And that's what's so cool about you, and like watching
Thank you.
how you work is like you just absorb the information. Like sometimes it's like
Thank
you
you.
watch something and absorb it, or you think it's yeah,
Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
powerful. Yeah, no, absolutely. And you also keep everybody in line.
I'm the glue that holds everybody together.
Hi Louie. Yes, all the dogs are in here with me today. Because Sheldon, think about it. Guys, we should probably get up and it's time to go to the movies. We got to get in line.
Oh no, he doesn't say we should. He says get up or I'm leaving without you.
Well, that's true.
I set us a strict schedule. I'm a little bit more fluid than that, but
unless
I
we're
see what
going to Disney.
even with Disney,
On
I'll bend
Disney,
and flow.
we have a
No, we have a light structure that we have a direction that we hold
yes,
to, and we will flex and bend as necessary.
yes,
Which I think Sheldon starts to do towards the end of the show.
yes, he
He grows
does.
a lot. He has a very, very awesome character development arc.
So who's your father, Amy?
No. He would be a Sheldon Howard combo.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the smarts and the structure of Sheldon,
Yeah.
but the
quirkiness
I
and
was gonna use the word flamboyancy of Howard in a very masculine flamboyance.
yeah. And anyone that knew him in high school would absolutely agree with that because he was the one that would
I think he's home actually. I just heard a door shut.
he would dress up in high school and he was the Flash at one point, and not the Flash, it was the Greatest American Hero back then. Yeah, it wasn't Flash, it was the Greatest American Hero. It was a TV show. Anyway,
Anywho, I think this was a great episode. I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun too.
And guys, if you're watching, try this exercise at home. What this would look like is pick a couple movies, TV shows, whatever. Write down who you think you are. And then ask your close friends or family, just a couple people, who do you think I am from this movie? Actually, when you do it for yourself, write down why. So, like, what are the characteristics that you feel like you have? And then ask other people, who do they think you are and why? And compare the two. And it's a really fun way to see, how accurate are you seeing yourself? How accurate are you? And you can do it for them as well. How accurate are you may be able to help them see a blind spot or really positive things about them and vice versa. It's a really fun, easy exercise to really start exploring who you are and what those big elements of your personality are.
Yeah. Don't tell each other your answers before the other person. Like,
yeah,
if you say I'm Sandy from Greece, don't tell them, who do you think I am from Greece? I think I'm Sandy. Like, don't do that. Ask and then get the answers, then compare them.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then talk it out. But you got to also do it with you can't get too emotional about it or in your head about it. It's fun,
Mhm.
It's not something to look at and be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe." Like, no, don't go there. It's
Don't
just a
take it too
fun
big.
exercise.
And you have to ask the why, because if someone gives you just a character, you're then going to pick the characteristics again that you think you are. You got to ask them to also explain and why
Right.
do they think you're that character, because otherwise you're really just answering your own question again.
Exactly. Exactly.
Michelle, where can they find you?
MokshaGrace.com and anywhere on social media under Moksha Grace. And I help people with their internal emotional family and turning the dysfunction into functional. And that way you can have more control over your responses and your life, really, all aspects of your life. So where can they find you?
Hold on. And I also want to add, if anyone is interested in joining her coaching subscription, every Thursday night is a group coaching call at 7 p.m. Eastern. And you can sign up at the bottom of the link, mokshagrace.com/community. There's a call tomorrow night. So if you want it, you can just go ahead and get started right from that page, sign up, and you can do a monthly subscription or annual subscription. That is up to you. And then if you want just, you're not sure what you want to do, if you want group coaching or one-on-one coaching, you can go to, I don't like that version of that. You can go to, there you go, book a free compatibility call with Michelle at mokshagrace.com/coaching. And that's where you guys will talk a little bit about what's going on in your life. And really determine, would a one-on-one situation be better for you, group coaching, something, mix of the two.
Something in between.
Right. You guys will talk about it and decide what's the best route. Or if working with Michelle is not the right route, she can point you in the direction of someone that would be a better fit.
Absolutely. And where can they find you?
And you can find me at wickedwisdomconsulting.com right up there. I'm also on LinkedIn and Facebook. And I also am looking to join a team, whether that's part-time, full-time, to just complement the consulting that I'm doing. So if you know of anyone that's hiring for any sort of operations or anything related to that, reach out, let me know. I'd love to be able to take a look at what they have to offer and see if it's a good team fit.
And one hell of a podcast producer.
Oh, thank you very much.
We call ourselves a podcast. I don't know, but anyway. Tomorrow is Moment of Presence, and we are talking about respect for the whole month. And tomorrow's episode, we did respect your other human beings last week, and this week we are doing respect of your body. I believe is tomorrow. I believe.
Yep, respecting your body. Nailed it.
So join us tomorrow, 12 o'clock, for Moment of Presence. And we do some deep breathing, and we're going to really talk about our body, our energy, and just really respecting ourselves.
Love it. See y'all.